Danger lurks on Fireball Island. More than a mere board game, it's a three-dimensional adventure. Your quest, the idol's jewel.
Coward, I'll go first. A shortcut.
But it's not so easy. Mountains and chasms stand in your way.
Got it.
And beware, your foes are out to stop you with thundering fireballs.
Oh, stop her.
And collapsing bridges.
Oh, no. Got it. Dog me.
And you don't win till you're off Fireball Island, the three-dimensional adventure from Milton Bradley.
Dog me.
The Vikings and the barbarians will do battle this day with crossbows and catapults. They skirmish at the outposts, and at the heavily guarded fortresses there's furious action. With warriors, spies, the mighty Minotaur bellows defiance at the frightful Cyclops, and the earth trembles. Crossbows and catapults by Lakeside, the fantasy adventure with real action. Better luck next time!
Last night I journeyed backwards in time to the medieval world of Dark Tower. In this amazing game, I had to find 3 keys, lay siege to the tower, and defeat the enemy within. Each move was a challenge. The computer kept track, giving me secret information, pictures, sounds, surprises. Then, ahead of my opponent, I made my move. The battle was joined, and I was victorious. Dark Tower.
Open your mind to Dungeons & Dragons computer game from Mattel Electronics. It will lead your imagination down a dungeon labyrinth wherein lies the dragon's treasure. Steal his treasure, but make no false moves. For in Dungeons & Dragons, a dead end is a dead end. Dungeons & Dragons from Mattel Electronics.
I've replaced your ancestors with fruit by the foot.
Historic. Well done. I've replaced something vital of yours with fruit by the foot.
What?
You'll see.
I do see.
Fruit-flavored snacks.
Got your credit card? It's Mall Madness.
Sale at the shoe
The
store.
new shop till you drop game that really talks.
Sale at the fashion boutique.
It's all the fun of a shopping spree. With Mall Madness, you get it all.
Where winning means mastering the arts of...
A bank account and your own credit card.
Clearance at the sunglass boutique.
Mall Madness really talks. To win, buy everything on your list and be first out of the mall. I win!
Pension Mall shop.
I'll use my
Credit card. Mall Madness, the electronic shopping game that really talks. From Milton Bradley. It's the mall with it all.
What?
Atmosphere. You opened the gate. You put in the tape. Your friends became harbingers. You're changing too. You have 1 hour to stop the gatekeeper. Atmosphere. The video board game that puts you at each other's throat. Atmosphere. The sound, the nightmare, the game. Atmosphere.
In the land of Muldark or the River Quell, the battle masters fought and many fell. Great armies marched against an evil power to win back the land and the ancient tower. Battle masters, the game of orcs and ogres, wolf riders and more, versus knights and archers and the cannon's roar. Command your armies, you must not fail. It's good versus evil on an epic scale. Battle masters.
Who dares challenge Zagor? Hear my voice and despair!
The Legend of Zagor, the only talking fantasy game where Zagor's voice will test your courage.
Prepare for battle! Move to the dragon's cave! You are brave, even if you are doomed!
The Legend of Zagor.
Hear my voice and despair!
Dog me.
What?
HeroQuest, now with advanced quests. Face battling barbarians and evil magic in 15 daring quests. In the ultimate fantasy game, with your brave army, you will master the arts of combat.
Fire of rock.
Take the challenge and you'll never be the same. HeroQuest Advanced Quest.
That was supposed to be more of a transition. Hold on. Let's start the entire thing over. One second. Danger lurks on fire. Wah! Come on, I've started the wah. You can't leave me hanging. Good morning. Good morning, brave adventurers. Music? How's the music? It's pretty loud in my ears. Is anybody else awake? It looks like I have a couple of early birds. Quentin, Omen, Renarius, and Ribby. Good morning. I'm glad to hear the music's good. It's pretty loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn it down. Turn that sucker down to like 5%. There we go. That's the problem. We're playing Runes of Virtue 2 today. This is not a gaming channel, but many a time I have questioned what it might be like to kind of venture down the path of studying certain games. And I want to see what that entails. I can sit and wonder about it forever, but I want to actually take some action. So we'll just do one stream, and we'll play a little bit of Ultima for a little bit, and we'll talk about the potential that such a game would have were its game design choices be applied to tabletop. I started this as kind of a series a while back on the old channel on Amalgamash. One second, I'm going to fix that white line at the top of the screen. There we go. And this is the SNES version, which I'm playing totally, completely, legitimately. And I will not answer questions. On that note. Dutch, good morning. And I've been sitting here listening to this title screen music for like the last, I don't know, 2 hours, because my controller configuration was not taking until I turned on check changes. Now everything works just fine. Runes of Virtue 2 is a game that I had as a kid. It's one of the only, I'm going to call it, Western or live-action RPGs I have ever owned. Most of the games that I got when I was a kid, I had to get secondhand. One of my favorite things to do was walk to the secondhand stores that were within walking distance in my little town with my little brother, and we would go to the pawn shop, and we'd go to the furniture store, which had like a little section behind a glass case, and that guy would look out for Super Nintendo games and Nintendo games and stuff, and he would acquire them because he knew he could sell them to us for like $15 a pop, which was fine back then. It was more than fair. And we'd go in from time to time, and he'd be like, I've got some pretty good games for you, and he'd have like 3 new ones, and it would be like Mario and some sports game, and then just the most random game you could think of, like Plox. So my brother and I, being not sports games fans, we'd be like, all right, we're gonna buy Plox today. And one day we got Ultima, and I have a save file here from when I was going to start this series on Amalgamash. And I actually did not know that I still had this save file. So that's pretty dang cool that I've got that. But that starts me off way later in the game, like at the 5th or 6th kingdom. We're going to start an unused save file. And I just want to call attention to whatever similarities this might have with dungeon crawling board games. We're going to talk about those similarities. And we have 3 people here who have consumables, hamburgers, potions to restore magic. And we have Dupree, who has a long sword and a piece of armor. He's not going to start out with ranged weaponry like YOLO or Maria, but I can get that stuff. I can always get it. So I think I'm going to start out with Dupree. And again, as I did last time. But this definitely mimics the entire wizard, dwarf, hero, elf, barbarian. We're going to call this one AQ. AQ for Ash Quest. It's definitely differentiated from my last one. We're going to select easy difficulty. This game is hard as balls. And I really just want to partake of the mechanics of whatever dungeons I can find. God, I forgot about this intro. I'm bored. It's going to be a minute before we get there. I have not had fun since I last terrorized Britannia. I love this game so much, though. I know. I shall kidnap Lord Tholden. That should really annoy Lord British. Dun 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 dun. Look at the graphics. Lord Tholden, 'tis folly to resist me. Lord British will send someone to rescue me. I would not count on it. That's really mean. I don't know if he's saying you're not worth rescuing, or if he's like, I'm gonna also, in my boredom, completely destroy Lord British and end his reign forever. 'Cause I'm bored. I didn't have anything to do today. This is a pretty fantastic game in the nostalgia department. I mean, we're looking at 16-bit graphics. I guess I am Mayor of Britain now. Sure. Troll, come here. Guard this room. Meanwhile, at Lord British's castle. My lord, the Black Knight has kidnapped Lord Tholden. We must summon the Avatar to rescue him. Very well, my lord. I'm here, but why am I here? I was just in the kitchen making myself a sandwich and... Oh, it's the king. So, here we are. We are the Avatar. We are isometric. We are 16-bit. We have a 16 million color palette. I have no more to say. Lord British says, we have summoned thee to Britannia to rescue our Lord Tholden, whom the Black Knight has kidnapped. Lord Tholden is held prisoner in the Cavern of Hatred, due north of this castle. Once thou hast returned him to the city of Britain, return here. Right, King, whatever you say. I have, essentially 2 buttons. One is stand in place, and the other one is attack. And the reason I have a stand in place button is so I can stay in one place while I aim my attacks. This is very, very useful for ranged attacks. No other buttons really do anything. I can access my inventory from here, and I have a magic Ankh for some reason, which will take me right back to the king, and I can use this whenever I wish. You've already made a connection with the like button. Good. Good, for it is everyone's civic duty to engage with the button that takes the shape of a hand with an upturned thumb. And if you engage with this button, then you are a true member of the realm. All right, we've got the ticking sounds of the clock. We've got the jester who just runs around in his underwear. Chuckles the jester. Hey, yo, you have a clue? Say yes, and he says, you do. I have one too. That's his whole jive. We can also look at the entire world map, or I guess we can look at the castle map. We've got a monster up north. It's just a bat. Blacksmith in the left wing. Various treasures, various rooms. This is Nicestool the wizard. In this crystal ball, many things I see. I see thee sailing a ship, thou to where I cannot say. We have secret doors everywhere in this game, and we have all kinds of buttons and levers and locked doors with which we cannot engage, some of which we can engage. See that? There's a star right there in the chest, which did nothing. On the upper left-hand corner, we have a sword, a pot, is that a bag of gold, I think? Yeah, gold pieces, 30. We have 6 health, and we have 4 stars, and the stars represent special magic uses. Here's the blacksmith's area. We have a secret door right here. We can bump up against boxes to see if they turn into coins. Some of them do. And there are other things in the game that will have this feature as well. So, my goal here is kind of just make connections. Opened that door, and immediately we had a rat. We have the fog of war on this also. So all of this together makes for an experience that's extremely board game-esque. Now, I have said this game is hard. The intro, the first few dungeons, not hard. The difficulty scales weirdly after that. And that's more of a me problem than it is. And it's more of a, I'm remembering how hard the game was in my childhood because I wasn't used to the game and I wasn't used to playing games like this in my childhood. But it's entirely possible that the game is actually very, very easy. So, we have corridors, we have a lot of inaction, and we have one player. We have snakes in this room. We have a lot of snakes. And we have mushrooms. I believe when we touch them, it will reveal more snakes, the large mushrooms. So we're going to try to not do that. Something I do not like is this game's hitbox concept. Whoop. Sometimes you'll get a monster and they'll hit you. And you will not be exactly adjacent to them every time it happens. The snakes seem to... Okay, I haven't lost any health yet. Hasn't happened yet. We have a secret door over here. We have chests. So the point of playing this, when I was playing it during my live stream some years ago now, literally some years, was to kind of try to make parallels between the mechanics that are introduced here and HeroQuest specifically. This channel focuses on pretty much any dungeon crawler. Whoa, God! So I'm going to use this to generate homebrew ideas for the dungeon crawler. Oh, we got a key. Oh, we got 2 keys. What are those? Why do we have them? 2 Ankh keys. They'll open up doors. There's a lot that I forgot about this game. I know that I need to get the mare. Oh. We have statues. So a couple of parallels that I want to open up already. Bats. I'll switch between different categories, and we'll stream till up close to 10:30. 10:30. So we got about a 45-minute window here. I think I can rescue the mare in 45 minutes. The dungeons in this game are very creative. They're multi-floor, and usually you have a puzzle to solve on every floor. And if you can't solve the puzzle, you can restart the floor or restart the dungeon. I can't remember which. I'm more than certain that I'm going to find out and not like the answer. But you'll use the magic Ankh, and there's an Ankh door. So we have a couple of concepts here, yeah, obviously. Bats is where I'm going to start, and I said I was going to switch between a couple of different categories. But we'll talk about exploration, we'll talk about monsters, we'll talk about mechanics. I don't really care to make up monsters and just give them more body points or more mind points or more movement and attack and defense dice. I like for monsters to have identity. So in my mind, it's not creative or fun just for me to make up monsters that are just rehashes. I want this monster to be strong, so I'm going to give him even more body points. That's been done in my world, so I don't want to do that. So I want to come up with mechanics that make the monster stand out, make it more of a threat in its own right, without being just more body points. So like one of the things I was thinking for a bat, oh God, one of the rats bit me. I got by a rat. Dang it. Such betrayal. Let's just be ready to attack. Yeah. So, yeah, the rooms get discovered, monsters come through the door to attack you. This is not a turn-based game, but you could kind of think of my poor reactions as the end of my turn. So bats. Finally, we're going to get on track and talk about the bats. Bats, I'm not really sure how I would handle. They're very small. They're very weak. I think that would be a 1 body point monster. So how would you make them an actually a viable enemy? Something that at some point you would need to take out were you to prioritize them. 1 body point, would you say? Would you say that they are harder to hit? So they're not going to have a bunch of defense dice, because I think more defense dice is, I don't know, it's boring. It's also not boring. It makes sense. But what if we did, I gotta make a choice between these Ankh doors now. What if we did, like, no matter what we do, when we're talking about dice rolls, we're talking about chances. It's just that I don't like the idea of applying more defense dice to make the enemy harder to hit. I guess it's entirely possible that it's just going to have like the 1 defense dice or whatever, and you attack it, and it dies if you hit it. I don't necessarily think a bat should be able to take an entire health away, so I guess we'd have to say giant bat. I guess I will open the Ankh door. Yeah, and the spider got me. Giant spider. So if we say, can you only... No, it's not that you can only crawl on the webs. You can make your own webs. Golly gee willikers. There we go. That's one of my Ankh keys used. Was it for good cause? There's a secret room here. Yeah, it was. Oh, baby. We got a staff. What did we get? A snake staff. We can summon snakes with this. I don't like that, and I don't want to do it. By the way, we have a... We can equip both the sword and the snake staff at the same time, because I can just assign it to another button. I don't want to use the snake staff. Not defense, rather evade for rats and bats. So I look to things like, I look to inspirations like the power dice for things like that, because they have a different configuration of faces on them. But I think an evade stat would be a lot of fun. Not for any of the existing monsters, but for new monsters. I have a second Ankh key. Which door do I want to open? Chat, do I want to open left or right? I want to open left or right. Left or right. Oh, God, I pushed it too hard. You know what? It's fine. Because that's absolutely valid. I got my... Yep. I'm back up to full hearts. All right, second thing. I know that there are monsters in this game that just use this stone head sprite, and they fire arrows. So that's something we don't have a lot of in the game. We don't have we have arrow traps. I mean, we have that in abundance in the game, but we don't have a lot of... Man, that was a lot of secret door. It was a whole secret area. It was really cool. Oh God. But we don't have a lot of, oh, that's obviously a trap and I should avoid it. We don't have a lot of that situation. So, oh God, we can't go that way. It's lava. I think these snakes will all come back if I leave this area completely. So I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to make my way back this way. There's nothing, this is not a dungeon. This is below the castle, so... Honestly, we're just exploring and trying to... I don't know what you were, but I killed you. Look at all these chairs. Somebody was having fun just stamping graphics down. I haven't loved Light Crusader in the Sega Genesis. Light Crusader. I don't know if I've heard of that one. I have gold. I have a lot of gold. If I go into that pit, I'll fall into the middle of the snake room. I remember that, so I don't have to do that. And we have cannons, and we have guards who are just, they don't interact. This is the world map. we can go due north, go straight into our first dungeon. This is the Cavern of Hatred. I forgot to examine the plinth at the castle, which tells you how Britannia, or whatever this place is, was founded. It was founded on virtues. The runes of virtue refers to that, and all of these dungeons are like the antitheses of those virtues. So instead of love, we have hatred. All right. It's dungeon time. So what have we talked about so far? Ooh, hourglass. And it has one of the most fun little tunes that it plays when you touch it. And it means the doors open while the hourglass is being used. It's sand falling through the throttle, whatever the stupid bottleneck is called. Oh, it's maybe called a bottleneck. Okay, I got attacked by that thing, and it took quite a bit of health off me, unless it attacked me twice, which could happen, because the combat in this game is not smooth. It's pretty jank. We have barrels I can move. We have another rat room. Rat would be something that I would say should benefit from an evade. Obviously, we have rats in HeroQuest. We don't really have rats as enemies in HeroQuest. And we don't have rat men, tragically, sadly. I don't think I have any way to access any secret rooms from in there. I think I have been everywhere on this floor in the Cavern of Hatred. So I think the only thing left to do is to hit that hourglass, go north. Hi, TSL Frontman. Here we are. Oh god, snake. Snake! Oh god. Really don't like when you hit the attack button, you're frozen in place for just like a full second. So you need to decide on your attack and make it happen. We've got a statue pointing to the south. I'll have to go a little further in the dungeon before I can remember why that might matter or why that might not. We have a lot of bats. There's a lot of bats, man. Can we not with the bats? Okay. We have successfully not with the bats. Battant. We have plants. The plants, I think, will go away once we figure out the puzzle. Get out of here. Get out of here. Green skins. Green skins. Get out of here. Oh, God, he got me anyway. Okay, so that one did attack me twice. Because that guy... Hey. 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 This way. This way. We traded blows. I hate that. There was a diamond in the bookshelf. You search furniture and stuff by pushing up into it. It's such a simple game. Explore everything. There are so many secrets and treasures in Ultima. And there are things to buy. There's plenty of things to buy that will help you out. Okay, we have followed that room. What do we have? We got... Where? I saw those yellow arrows there for warping. They're not there now. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. Got a center room. Feel like we should have some kind of evil magic in here. Yep, ghosts. At least the plants are gone. Okay, I don't think I can kill the ghosts, so we're just going to go down. And now we've made it to the next floor. Unkillable monsters. We've got those in HeroQuest. We could definitely use more of those that appear at the same time that you remove a visible lock. It doesn't have to be in the line of sight of the heroes, but it could be something that they've already uncovered on the board. So they find the locked door first. Maybe they go down a hallway. The locked door's on the wall. It leads into a room. They can't get into it. We don't utilize locked doors enough in this game. We could be doing better. And the Ankh keys, locked door, the concept of an RPG, is a staple. It's a staple. Are you? Okay. I love how the enemies just explode when you kill them. So, heart, much needed, much needed. What are we thinking so far? Decent wellspring of ideas? I think good. A sign, the easy way. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You're playing on original hardware, NES system, or digital download. This is an SNES game. But it's not original hardware. But I had this on original hardware, and it runs great. I mean, it's about the exact same. There's a heart door there. It's a secret heart door. I don't have a heart key. But we're going to go the secret heart door. I'm now waiting to buy the game if I can find one. That's a great answer. They have this on... so I learned this yesterday because I wanted to do a little bit of research, make sure that I could get access to this and everything. Already had it, so... I found out that there's a version of this for Game Boy. Ultima, Runes of Virtue, and Runes of Virtue 2, at least, are both on the Game Boy system. So I decided to go find them. And imagine my surprise when I boot up Ultima, Runes of Virtue 2, and it is not a port of the SNES, which I expected, kinda, because I'm like, there's versions of games on the Game Boy for 16-bit systems. There's Mortal Kombat. They're severely limited, as you would expect. Mortal Kombat's got, like, I don't know, like 2 stages and 2 songs, but I think it has all 8 fighters. And the graphics they're 4-bit. I mean, they're 8-bit, but they're so massively compromised. You can tell what the game is. You can still have fun. If you have to play it on the Game Boy, fine. This game is the same in every single way, except the graphics. They did a not just obviously a descaling and decoloring like they did with Mortal Kombat. They actually created brand new little square sprites, and they're not isometrically oriented like these are. They're squares. It amazed me because I have this game in my brain, like it's just a part of my childhood. But to see it Game Boy-ized and converted, it was weird. The intro plays out the same way. You just have a square-shaped sprite of the Black Knight walking back and forth. It doesn't go to his face when it does the cutscene. It just stays the text at the bottom of the screen. Hi, Ike. Good morning. We're playing some video games on the HeroQuest channel. Makes no sense. We're being wild today. We're taking risks. I decided inaction was just not worth it. There was nothing left to do but just do it. There was nothing to it but to do it. All right, we're not going to go the easy way. We're going to go through here. Got a chest. Got a heart. Found the exit. I think I lost the heart key, but we found the exit. All right, we're in the bat room now. Bat room. Bat room. This is the first of many, many dungeons. And we have made many observations. Y'all out of control. Surrender the control. Oh god. Warp tiles. What an awesome segue. Warp tiles. That's the next thing. So, get some warp tiles. Tiles with arrows. Indicators of some manner to place down on your board, preferably in a large room, or perhaps after a lot of the board has been uncovered. Or you can uncover parts of the board as you put the tiles down, and you have yourself instant warps. And the warps will go through each of the rooms in succession before you land on the end tile, such as I have done here. But you could take this and scale it up, and it scales up in this game. So these You'll see it later. Oh god. Snakes in it. I'm tired of these Emmer effing snakes in this Emmer effing dungeon. God, no, no, no. Ah, he got me. And then I got him. No, God, don't. Ah. Oh, the control sucks so bad. I have to attack and hope the snake walks into my sword. Found it. I'm at full health, so I'm gonna go. There's a secret room here. Oh god, orcs. If I had a ranged weapon, this would be a great place for that. You hit them and they flee. Seems to be a consistent trait. Yeah, you hit them and they run away. I think that that's their AI. So we need more of that. We need an enemy that will run away in response to being attacked first, and then after a while it'll... I think they're like in berserk mode, actually, because they do not approach, really. They're just random. They're just so random. Are you gonna move? You stupid ass orc. Same bathroom, same bat channel. It's Sokoban. No worries. In this game, you can push more than one thing at the same time. So as soon as we destroy all of these webs, and this is a puzzle that I would love to see implemented. We have our heart key. I don't want to go through the very first heart door that I find. We have an axe. What does the axe do again? It's ranged. It's ranged weaponry. We have ranged weaponry. Let's move these so we can make our way back through here and see where else we can go. We have a door. And we can... Oh no, it used the key. Why did you use the key? Did I just get locked? Problem being, this game will soft lock you such that you need to now restart the dungeon. Oh, God. I don't have to restart the whole dungeon. I think I just have to restart the floor. But yeah, I gotta restart the floor. That sucks. Is it the whole dungeon? It's the bat room. Okay, yeah, it's just the floor. What are you doing? Kill the bats. I don't need to kill the bats. I've got nothing to prove. Okay, next up is the snake room. Just go north. I still have my... Okay, we can do that. We got nothing to prove. Enemies, we can ask them a question. They can answer with death. It's a weak weapon. Oh, but it goes over the table, which makes total sense. And they can't attack me from more than a tile away. Yeah, buddy. That's what I thought. All right, let's do this again. I would love to see Sokoban puzzles in HQ, but the fact of the matter is you'd have to keep them very simple and very small because HQ's got such a small board, and playing Sokoban requires a lot of room to move your boxes and such around. So, do we want a second axe? Let's get it. I find it so fascinating that you can keep your stuff and start a level over. Oh god. Dun 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 dun. Oh god. Okay. Now. 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 I go down there. I need total concentration. Oh god, okay. Didn't work. Concentration failed me. My faculties are compromised. We found it. We found the room. We found the ladder. Okay, down we go. We have a pot here. Seemingly no way out of this room. So here's another way to implement secret doors. Have something covering up the secret door, and when you give your heroes the ability to push furniture, and you give your heroes precedent, like you tell them, you know, that there's an actual door behind a piece of furniture, go ahead and put it on the board, put the furniture up there, and then have one of them use the push ability. Go ahead and give them that 7th option for their actions, for their turn. You can then explain to them that secret doors that are behind pieces of furniture can't be found. So then they'll know. They have to push stuff around to find stuff sometimes. Oh, God. So this guy is fun. Oh, God. Yeah. We're playing chicken. I could be doing a lot better of a job. There we go. So, door. There's no door next to the coat of arms. Did I do that for nothing? Where do I have to go? Oh, I have to push one of these next to the coat of arms. What I have to do. There we go. Down. Break the spider web, push the barrel over. This is an awesome puzzle, in my opinion, by the way. It's just the only problem with puzzles like that is they're going to take turns, and when they take turns, they're going to take downtime. Oh, God. And if that happens, I'm getting killed by slimes. I can't continue. Oh, crap. I should have went the other way with it. Oh, no. I gotta start the floor over. Magic Onk. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the Great Stygian Abyss. So Lord British has summoned the Avatar. I wish I had an Avatar to summon. I know what will keep the Avatar busy. I think I screwed up. Badly. I will kidnap every mare. I think I screwed up because I think this cutscene doesn't play unless you leave the dungeon. And I think when you use the Onk, you can use it with your main button or your offhand weapon button. Watch it, matey, you singed me hair. That's not all that will burn if you're not cooperative. So I think I just warped myself back to the king. Me friends will see thee walk the plank for this, matey. Harold, Lord Witsaber's been kidnapped. Thou must go to the castle and inform Lord British. And now we see the clue. I do hope you'll enjoy your stay with us, Witsaber. I did. I warped myself right back to the king. Like an idiot. I cannot... Okay. I need hearts, and I need them now. We need to go into the basement to get our refill on our hearts. So I don't think I have a way to do that otherwise. Oh, God, right into the lava? That's cool. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I should use the totally legal, and totally legitimate, authentic save state function that was, as we all know, very present in the original. 100% something you could do. God. Oh, yeah, thou hast fallen in battle. Wouldst thou continue thy quest? Yes, I would continue my frickin' quest. Oh, God. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. We got pushed back to the beginning of the dungeon. In this case, this is not a real dungeon. Have I ever got to meet the real Lord British? Absolutely not. Sounds like an honor and a privilege. I could have worked to get the Ankh keys. I was gonna try to do that. Dost thou have need of a shield? Gladly would I sell thee one for 50 gold. Yeah, that's fine. Mayhap the shield will save thy life. Mayhap it will. Mayhap it will. Mayhap it will. Good, hacks. There were no hacks. That was a legitimate loss and a legitimate load. I actually did not use any capabilities of the software. Start back at the king. The only hacks are the ones in my mind, and the ones that I gain by using this axe. I don't want to use the shield here, though. I think it's much better to have this. Yes, it's much better to have that. I didn't need to go in there. So we're just gonna try to, don't need that. We're just gonna try to, if we get any Ankh keys, we'll hang on to them if we can. I don't think we get Ankh keys. We can take them out of the dungeon. We can restart dungeons and keep the items, even if you die. So you can, there we go. You can stack up useful consumable items, which I think is super cool. Then we have rats. Oh, yeah, we got an orc. Let's grab that diamond. You green idiot. God. Will you please die? Okay. Going this way. Going to touch this. Yeah? Okay, cool. We already talked about the good that it would do to have a sort of mechanic like that. In HQ, there's nothing going on there. I don't need that heart yet. It's not the easy path. That's an absolute lie. Hello, beneath the flagstones. What were you? You were a coin. I will take you. If you guys like the idea of seeing me play video games, I have about 1,000 video game playthroughs on Amalgamash, so you're welcome to go check out that content. I'm not doing anything on that channel anymore, except, there's my key, except I'm hosting a series of events called Jams, and I will be playing through jam games fairly soon. Very soon. Okay. No, get out. Get. Nope, I don't need to do it. I can just leave. I can leave anytime I want. I never played this game so conservatively before. I was always like, well, this isn't really conservative. It was more, try to kill every enemy in every room. And now I realize I don't have to do that. I can just get through the room and get where I need to go. These enemies being alive is only a bad thing if I need to backtrack. So let's just try to identify when we don't need to backtrack. That in itself is a design mechanic we don't have enough of in our dungeon crawler. I think Maladoom does it though. Maladoom by design, you're not encouraged to stick around and fight stuff. Get in, get out. It's arguably an extraction game. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a second mouse. There's a... Okay, there you are. Okay. Yep, we're doing great. Okay. I'm gonna destroy the Black Knight. A pox on his family. A pox on... Okay. Ah. He'll explode very soon. Boom. Explode. Push over the pot. We have to not use the Ankh stupidly ever again. I remember doing that many times before, and I was so confounded. Like, why am I back with the king? I got a burger. Oh god, nope, 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 nope. We're not gonna... Don't tempt the slime. Used to be, I was really dumb. And I would fight the slimes. There's no reason to do that. No reason. No reason. Get away from me. Get away from me. In the legendary words of Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. There we go. Love it. I am the master. I have to make a choice now. I searched my surroundings and found an amalgam hash. I clicked on unsubscribe. Well, thank you. I would celebrate indie gameplay, primarily. Can I down? Yes. Can I do it twice? No. So I could do this and this. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this at all. I think I have pushed myself into a corner. No. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Up here. We got about 10 more minutes left on the stream, folks. Just really hope I can rescue this mare in the next 10 minutes. Oh! Freaking rats. We have a map of the dungeon on this one. Yeah, I think this is the last floor. It's kind of a big one, so... Oh, look at that. We'll just throw these axes, and if a bat flies in the way of the axe, that's the bat's fault, right? Right. Okay. Oh god, there he is. There he is. A problem. A problem. A Baylor. A fire mage. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You can't fire at me, though, if you're stupid. Can you? Look at you. You idiot. You were so weak. You were pathetic. There's a second one. Your range is a joke. You are a joke. You think you're better than me? Because you've got some stupid fireball. It travels like 6 squares and then it disappears. That's something we could use too. Gotta head into Costco. Okay, see Ike. Be careful at Costco. Don't run into any wandering monster customers. Okay. There is a giant mushroom, and once I touch that mushroom, you're gonna hear absolute friggin' chaos ensue. And I don't remember what this is for. Okay. Water. Alright. So this pot will get the water? No. This pot will go in, down. It will clear a path through the water. So if I push it to the left and I push it all the way down, I'm fine. Right? Right. Right. That's all that needs to be done. And that is a puzzle that we could learn from as well. As long as we have, like, only coins in here, I'm happy. Got a couple of hearts. That's nice. I'm going to touch that mushroom. because it does something. There's the troll. There's the troll from the intro of the game. We just have to kill this troll. Ah, man. He's dead. We got him. Got the heart key. We're going to free the mayor. We're going to do that very soon here. Got a hamburger. All these nicely placed items to let us know that we're about to fight this big bad boss. There we go. Got ourselves a little itty bitty old earthquake. Okay. Secret room with a ladder. We don't want to go through that because we have to rescue this guy. We push on this picture and we know that we do that because it was shown to us in the intro. We have clues like that littered around. Gotcha. Avatar, thou art a welcome sight to these eyes. Let us flee. The good people of Britain are waiting. Let's go. So the way that this was supposed to play out was as soon as you trigger the dungeon to world change, you wouldn't be coming back here, right? I have to return you to your town. That's when you see the Black Knight capture the next lord. Where's your stupid town? Where's your dumb town? I don't remember. It's not the cave. Did I lose you? Yeah, you're freaking stuck. Come with me. Don't get lost. Keep up. Keep up, okay? I know I'm the Avatar, but just... Lord Tholden proudly rides through town, leading a parade held in honor of your courageous actions. There are 2 versions of the scene that's about to ensue. Or maybe just one, actually. All the lords look the exact same. Anyways, that's the first out of like 6 dungeons. I think I would like to tackle this game again, as I did in the old times, and try to finish it because I've never beaten it. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing on this channel, let me know. I'll have to see how this video does over here. If it doesn't do well, then it'll have to be something we do maybe on Amalgamash, because that channel is... I don't want to confuse the algorithm. I don't want to confuse YouTube. I don't want viewers, subscribers, recommendations to become muddled. That would not be good for me. So, Lord Tholden, thou hast been presented with the Rune of Compassion. Thou hast gained strength. That's lovely. And now I have the Rune of Compassion showing up at the bottom of my screen. So I can use my 21 gold to maybe buy some stuff here. This is Lord Tholden's town, of which he is mayor. So everything in here is 15. I could grab a hamburger. I already have 2 foods, so I don't need a third. We go to the left here. It's new. Hello. Buy lots of my food so I'll be rich. Then I can build a castle like the one Lord British has, only out of ice cream. Aw, he's stupid. Aw, he's so dumb. Let's go up his stairs. See what he's got hidden up here. Let's search all of his belongings. I am the Avatar. We touch the piano and it plays music. Another mechanic we could talk about is playing music. Music puzzles have a lot of potential in a game like this. I don't know that there are any music puzzles in this game, but open that up. We don't have anything going on there. So left and right, let's go up. We have a rabbit. Does the rabbit make a food? No. Well, it might. It didn't that time. Hello, little girl playing. Ariana. Uncle's back, uncle's back. Oh, Avatar, thou art most brave and kind. So it's because of my actions that Ariana Grande became compelled to pursue the life of a musician and artist and actress. So you're welcome for that. And now this music plays whenever I come into City Hall here. We have a well. The well leaves town. No, I don't think the well leaves town. I think I just left town because the well's on the edge of town. Okay, is there anything else worth seeing? All of these rooms are from the intro. Honestly, if this was the whole game, I would have been happy, because this is a fine fine little section of game. There's a lot of design, a lot of really cool decisions, a lot of mechanics poured into it. It's just awesome. I really want those chests. Give me the chests. Give to me. What's this say? A book. Welcome to Britain. City of Compassion. Reminds me of Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, Final Fantasy being a JRPG is definitely something I will not be delving into on this channel, because the turn-based combat, there we go. Now I can raid your treasury. Turn-based combat is something I dislike in video games immensely. It has to be made very simple, and then it needs to build off that and be fun. And I'm not saying Final Fantasy's not that, but my goodness, so many turn-based. Oh, what'd you say? Would that I had no duties here, then I could adventure with thou. Well, that's very kind of you, Lord Tholden. But I myself have duties, which I must attend. So I think this game automatically saves, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to talk to the king really quick, see what he's got to say before we continue our journey. But we won't be continuing our journey in truth. We're actually going to be done with today's stream. So if you've never witnessed me play a video game before and talk about video game junk, I hope you enjoyed this little outing. While thou was searching for Lord Tholden, a major earthquake rocked the northern mountains. Thou wouldn't know anything of this. That outlaw, Black Knight, has kidnapped Lord Whitsever. Thou must travel to the Cavern of Dishonor, west of Trinsic, and rescue him. Once thou hast returned him to the city of Trinsic, return here. Yeah, and we are good. We are good to go. So, we're going to end off here, and I don't know if, I don't know. Hold on a second. Just switch. Transition. I don't know if it's gonna. So the purpose of the mushroom was to create an earthquake so that I could get to the northern mountains. That's how the game was locking me in place until I finished this dungeon. I really like that. There's so many things about Ultima that I think transfer so well to a board game context. So really, really happy that we did this today. So that was a lot of fun. I have in my possession a video of me reading the next part of Lone Wolf on Tuesday for Tome Tuesday, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Thursday will be a throwback Thursday, but I want to do a board game unboxing. We might show a board game that we haven't shown on the channel yet. I might do Fighting Fantasy. I might show off the Fighting Fantasy game that I just acquired. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Fridays have so many possibilities. Or Thursdays. Thursdays have so many possibilities. And then Saturday will be one of the many videos I've got on the backlog to show. So that's kind of the plan for now. No Monday broadcast this coming Monday. But I'll put something interesting in its place. I think you guys will enjoy it. And I think that's all I can share. Make sure you join the Discord if you want to talk shop and if you want to share your HeroQuest stuff and talk about what you're currently doing and share your homebrew ideas, get ideas from others in the Discord. And I will, nobody's said anything in there the last couple of hours, all day really. It's dead. It's totally fine. It can be dead sometimes. I will see you all in the next exciting adventure. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now. Bye for now. There it is.
There's really only one rule to being a great Dragon Master. The real object of the game is for everybody to have fun. And if the game isn't fair, nobody will. Now you have all the secret knowledge you need.